Hi guys, and welcome to or welcome back to the No Gluten Zone. I normally create content for people with food issues, and today is part of my red light therapy series. So today I'm going to talk about this little device in here made by Hooga brand. Hi guys, I wanted to interrupt your previously scheduled video just for one moment and ask for a big favor. So I've had a goal all along to hit 500 subscribers for my channel, and I recently hit 400, and it just makes it feel so close. I'm almost there. So I wanted to ask if you would consider subscribing. It is free. Just click the subscribe, and if you want to be notified of future uploads of videos, you can hit the bell icon. I would so appreciate it. And if you're watching this video at some point in the future when I already have beyond 500 subscribers, then I would still appreciate your subscription, because I guarantee you I have some new updated goal at that time. So I so appreciate each and every one of my subscribers and viewers. And I just wanted to ask for this favor. And also, if you hit the thumbs up or thumbs down, just to show me what you like to see. It helps me plan future videos and that sort of thing. So thank you so much. And now back to your video. I have a big panel, which is red LED with near infrared light. That is my main red light therapy light. And I have done a video on that. But when I travel, a lot of times I take this one. I've done a video on this too. I usually take this when I travel. At least if I'm in my motorhome, I will take this because it's smaller and just easier. And if I could only choose one between the two, it's usually this one. But when we do like road trips in cars, I've been having more trouble with my knee hurting really, really bad, almost like just unbearable pain. And so I was trying to think, how can I have a portable red light to take with me that I can use in the car and on trips when we travel like that? Because we do travel quite a bit. I have also done a video on this light. It's a beauty light. It has 4 different lights. It is red light therapy. And they have one like this that is just red light. And I was considering getting it because it's small. But when I started realizing I need something for travel, this has an AC plug on it. So I realized I need something that I could charge or plug in a car if I need to. And an AC plug isn't going to work. So I started hunting and looking for something else, and I found this. So I really like this device. So I'm really excited to share this with you. It does come in this really nice little zippered case, which makes it really, really perfect for travel. It is fragile, it is delicate. There's some glass components here. So it says to not drop it and to be very gentle with it, which I usually keep this in my purse and I make sure it's well taken care of. So let me show you. When you open it, you have this here. So there is a charging cord. It's a type C. It's a USB on one end and then a type C on the other end. And there are USB ports in cars. But I will say you charge this up and the charge lasts a really long time. But it's good to have this just in case. They do give you eye protection. And they even give you the little cleaning cloth for the eye protection. And then the actual device, it looks very much like a flashlight. And you plug your charger in on this end. And it's this part, I think this is one of the glass pieces. And then there is this little nozzle attachment, which it says there's glass inside of here. And it says to not take the rubber tip off. And this will screw on here. I'll show you that in a little bit. So this is a red light, a red LED light. It has near infrared light and it also has blue light in here. So it is a really nice device and it has really served the purposes that I needed for traveling. It is very solid. It says it's made of aluminum. It's very, very sturdy. It's very, it doesn't feel light and cheap in your hand. It feels very nice. When you turn it on, click one, it says all 5 light sources are on. So this has 2 different red lights. It has a near infrared light and it has a blue light. I'm not sure what the 5th light is. I will say this instruction manual is a little hard to follow, but I did reach out to the company with some questions and they're great about answering your questions. There is a red light that is 630 to 660 nanometers. That is good for relieving wound pain and promoting healing. Then there is 850 to 940 nanometer near infrared light. That gives you strong penetration for deep treatment. And then there is a 415 nanometer blue light that will kill bacteria. So depending what you're using, this will run for 3 minutes when you turn it on. It is to prevent it from overheating. If you do need to run it again, you need to wait 1 minute before you turn it back on. If you're doing your face and you want to use the blue light for acne, for example, if I put this on and you can do into your nose, like say you're getting a cold or you have inflammation in there. This is really, really great. I will turn it on and show you. That's the first one. Second one. The second one's like a little more orangey. And then there's the blue one. And then it's off. And if you put this on, this is good for in the nose. But anything like if you have like a really small spot you're treating, this makes it come out in a really concentrated small pinpoint. So you can see there and then there, and then the blue one's a lot harder to see with this red tip. So, and it's off. But it has really served the purpose of travel and needing this, and it has really helped. I do it while we're in the car, my knee starts hurting. It's mostly what I use it for. Sometimes it's my shoulder or my back, but it has really, really worked perfectly for travel. And now I feel no need to have like a smaller thing like this as a red light, because I can use this at home too if I just want something small and I want to carry it around to another room, because my big panel is hanging on a wall on a pulley and it just stays there, so I have to come. So if I need to be in another room or something and I'm just doing a small area, I will grab this and just use this, and it's wonderful. I do sometimes use it on my face, especially for acne and spot treatments and that kind of thing too. So just some general notes on red light therapy in case you're new to that. It is photobiomodulation. It is red and near infrared light that interacts with your cells to trigger healing processes. It is delivered via LED. The LEDs are very safe. The wavelengths used are typically red lights are 620 to 700 nanometers, and the near infrared light is about 800 to 1,000 nanometers. And they said that their blue light was 415 nanometers. So the light is absorbed by chromophores in your cells, especially cytochrome C oxidase in your mitochondria. This increases ATP, which is energy production, in your mitochondria, which is like the powerhouse of your cell, and that reduces oxidative stress and improves cell signaling and healing. Depth of penetration, so for red light, it's a moderate depth, your skin and some surface tissues, but near infrared goes a lot deeper into your muscles, joints, and even bones. So benefits, it stimulates collagen and elastin, which reduces wrinkles and firms up your skin. It improves wound healing and scar recovery. It reduces surface inflammation and redness. And some people do use red light for hair growth treatments and support for your scalp therapy. For the near infrared, you're looking at, a much deeper tissue effects like pain reduction in your joints and muscles, faster recovery from injuries with sports or surgeries. It reduces inflammation systemically and it supports brain health. There are studies on cognition, mood, and neuroprotection with red light therapy. Session lengths are usually 5 to 20 minutes, 3 to 5 times a week for best results, and then kind of just maintain it. Your distance, this varies a lot, and it varies a lot from device to device, but typically 6 to 12 inches for a panel, and then you want to be closer for like a small handheld like this. And consistency matters more than intensity. So you don't want to just use this for a long period of time and then put it away. You'd rather do shorter periods of time on a more regular basis. You'll get more results, better results doing that. It's generally very safe. It's non-invasive. There's no UV light. Eye protection is recommended, especially for near infrared light. But also, I've heard LEDs, if it's going to be near your face with LEDs, you should also wear eye protection. The near infrared light is actually invisible to the human eye, but it's still very powerful and it still does affect your eye, even though you don't see it or recognize the effects. You do want to use caution if you are using photosensitizing medications or topicals, things like tetracycline, Accutane, things like that. So red light is really good for, beauty, skin, hair, wound healing, and your near infrared is really good for your deeper tissues, for pain, muscles, joints, brain, systemic healing, that sort of thing. And using them together is really good. It is synergistic. So again, this has been really helpful, really great. If you are looking for a red light for travel or just a small one for your home, maybe you don't want to invest in a really large one. This one is really good quality. And the only downside is that it can't run for more than 3 minutes without it resting and cooling down because it can overheat. That's the only downside. But if you're okay with that, this is really good. I do know a lot of people who use these on their pets because it's really hard to position your pet against a panel that's hanging on a wall. But you can bring this to your pet if they have arthritis or aches or pains or injuries, and you can put it right on them. A lot of people do use them for this. I do really recommend this product very highly. And I will put a link in the description box for it. If you've ever used it or something similar, I would love to hear in the comments.